Hello and welcome to NoLab. February is coming and some games will be available soon. So prepare a seatbelt and let's discuss some our best game in February, which is gonna be a busy month. Without taking more time, let's begin with number 1. It is getting closer to the release of Hogwarts Legacy, and I cannot wait to explore the Wizarding World. Hogwarts Legacy is an open-world story narrative game from Warner Bros. Which you might probably heard before, and I've been talking about this game even on our biggest game of the 2023 videos. So basically, we have a chance to get into the Harry Potter world where you place in Hogwarts as a student, where you can pick your class, learn magic spells, riding broomstick, and even battling with other sorcerers. Even though the game is not online games, means you only can play with yourself. The story itself has a big factor why the game is great. And don't forget that you can also explore the vast open world in Hogwarts. So, for those Potterheads out there who really enjoying the franchise, who cannot wait to be a wizard, it is your chance. And for those who are new to the franchise, give it a try, you won't regret that. The game itself released on February 10, 2023 on every major console and PC.
Octopath Traveler 2. After 4 years, finally, Octopath Traveler is getting the next sequel, and it will release this month. Before we go deeper, some of you might ask what is Octopath Traveler. If you love to play a JRPG, turn-based games, and story-rich single-player games, then this game will deliver all that formula that is perfect for you. Start from the beginning. You can choose one from 8 characters that will available before you begin the story. Then, you will explore a fascinating world called Solistia. Not only that, there are some new features that come in the new title, such as the place you visit. The activities will change depending on whether it's day or night. Characters will have multiple path actions, more interaction, additional stories, and an improved HD 2D art style. The game will release on February 24, 2023 on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and PC.
Embark on an adventure all your own.
Atomic Heart is an upcoming FPS action role-playing game developed by Manfish. Took place in 1955 Soviet alternate reality, you will be played as KGB protagonist, where the Soviets have been developed much like high-tech country with robots that have been mass-produced to help people for industry and daily occasion. But, as we always know from Terminator movies, AI can sometimes be messed up. Since the world now is in chaos, you have to find a way to fix all the things happening. So your adventure begins where you have to fight all these robots using guns that you can craft and customize on your own. And that is where the RPG system working at its finest. For those who are interested in some sci-fi alternate reality, and FPS with an RPG system in it, I believe Atomic Heart is a good choice for your buck. Coming on February 21st, 2023 on major console and PC.
Sons of the Forest. Not enough to make yourself eaten by cannibals. Don't worry. The Forest franchise continues to the next sequel. It's called Sons of the Forest. Sent to find a missing billionaire on a remote island, you find yourself in a cannibal-infested hellscape. Of course, you must prepare yourself to survive on this island by yourself or with your cop friends together. Craft, build, and explore the island with more challenging new locations. And now, you have a digging mechanic and the ability to use a 3D printer to create more elaborate and complex items like aid or color objects to help you. Released on February 23, 2023, exclusively on PC.
Get down, son!
The sequel of Deliver Us Moon, the story centered on a character named Kathy Johannes, a scientist and astronaut responding to a distress signal from Mars, where a giant colonization ship named Ark was sent on research to reserve climate change, which is really crucial for Kathy to get the Ark before it was too late. The game is announced as an action-adventure game, but it seems more like story-driven narrative with some puzzle to solve around the journey. Storytelling is a key for some single-player games, and Deliver Us Mars has the kick for its deep background story, mostly when the story keeps progressing to the end. This one is a quality indie game, and I think many of them keep getting better in years to come. The game itself will be released on February 2nd, 2023 on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And it said you better get that RTX for the base ray tracing, reflection, and shadow to take full advantage.
話もあったもんやな。時代を動かすはずの男が時代遅れの男に切られ死ぬ。
Like a Dragon, Ishin. Took place in 19th century, Yakuza franchise returned to the revenge saga and comedy action just like the previous title. We play as Ryoma Sakamoto, which our objective is to find a mysterious assassin in city of Kyo. And to do that, we are infiltrating the secret police Shingisegumi to find our target, which not only make us surrounded by deadly killers, but also some wacky moments during our encounters with some NPC around the city. It's not a Yakuza game without the funny minigame, karaoke and other distractions all around the games. Speaking about features, there's some new gameplay, or I can say battle style, from the regular swordman, where you played with a stance focus on powerful strikes with a katana, or the gunman, which let you play a long range with pistol, which remind me like Red Dead Redemption, or Wild Dancer, where you played with both guns and katana let you do some crazy combo, or stylish performance just like Dante from Devil May Cry. Or the last one is Brawler, where you don't use any gun or katana and go strike to the martial arts like a real man with bare fists. Speaking like a real Yakuza, are we? There's some upgrade you can do, from educate yourself in dojo, or going to the blacksmith for crafting the best weapon, or if you bore, then do other stuff like bathhouse, fishing, dancing, and our classic Yakuza really is a game. The date is February 22nd, 2023, available on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Being a Monster Hunter fan is a great time this year. But this is not your typical Monster Hunter like the one you've been playing all this time. Wild Heart is an action RPG monster hunting game where you have some new technology to help you hunt, and also a really good additional for quality of life. What makes Wild Heart a fresh look? It is how the monster is quite unique, and the way they infuse with the nature makes them magical and look natural. Also, the monsters are huge, so it feels satisfying to fight them all. For those who are wondering, can you play with your friends? Yes, you can. The game supports a 3-player co-op, and you can invite your friends or another player to join the hunt. Wild Heart is a great addition in monster hunting genre, and I cannot wait to get my copies when the game is released on February 17, 2023 on the next gen console like PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S, and also PC.
Scout log. 30 minutes since last crash. This is my 10th return.
Returnal PC. Another big title from PlayStation Studio, previously exclusively only on PS5, and now Returnal comes to PC with enhanced features. Returnal is an action sci-fi third-person shooter that will text the story Selene-Phases as astronaut who lands on the planet Astropos in search of the mysterious white shadow signals and find herself trapped in a time loop. The PC version will support 16:10, ultra-wide and super ultra-wide ratio screens, unlockable frame rates, graphics customization such as ray tracing, a field of views, Dolby Atmos support, and DualSense X-Ray support. Released on February 15, 2023 on PC.
Company of Heroes 3 is an upcoming real-time strategy game developed by Relic Entertainment. And also the sequel of Company Heroes 2 took place on World War II timeline, where you can choose to play as British, Commonwealth, American, Wehrmacht, I'm sorry, I tried my best, it's German, and German African Corps in the African Front or Italian Front campaign. The game is set to be released on February 23rd on Steam, and this time console also got the chance to play for the first time since it will launch on Xbox XNS and PlayStation 5, with no cross-platform available, so get the same platform if you want to play with your boys, since the multiplayer is available from 1v1 to 4v4 scenario.
Search for other horror games that can play together with friends or strangers? In Out may be a perfect choice for you. The story takes place called Mediland. For years, the locals have been afraid of an old mansion in Mediland. A post-maniac and ancient evil have settled here. Now, you as player will become a member of a team of exorcise and exploit the evil force. Released on February 2023.
Let's talk about our honorable mentions. Horizon World is one of the finest. It is kinda a waste not to explore it on VR. Well, if you want to make a good environment for VR, take a note from Horizon Call of the Mountain. Explore the mountain as Aloy and find your own journey. That should be a good slogan. Next one is Gran Turismo 7 VR. After CS 2023, we got some slightly gameplay from Gran Turismo 7 in VR. It will be a free upgrade from Gran Turismo, but you know what's the catch? The gadget. It is pricey, with a bold $550 for a VR headset. That's far comparison from the game price. The last one is Destiny 2 Lightfall. Being a good game is not complete without a good DLC. Lightfall coming in February 28 with some new features including new raids, maps, and content for Battle Pass. So, should I get back to Destiny? So that's all the game we are excited about for February. Maybe some of the game is not on your list, or maybe we missed something. Let us know by writing it down in the comment section below, so we can discuss it. Or if you agree with the list, give us a like. It helps boost the content. Also, if you don't want to miss any of the news and updates, go subscribe. It's free anyway. February is gonna be a busy month, so I cannot wait to make other contents. Find out our social media link in the description, and I'll see you really soon.